Okay, this is Mr. Burgess. On our review yesterday, we had a problem that looks something like this. And you might encounter, any one of a number of problems on the quiz today that could look something like this or similar. Now, when I start trying to solve this for the variable, something kind of strange happens, and we need to kind of pay attention to that. So we know when we're solving for the variable, we're trying to get it by itself. Well, I notice I have some like terms on the left side of this problem. And I notice negative 4a plus 4a actually cancel each other out. So the variables completely disappear right off the bat. So I'm left with just negative 3 equals negative 3. And we mentioned that if you have a problem, last Friday when we were talking about those special solutions, if the equations are actually the same on both sides, or if you start to solve the equation and the variables disappear and you're left with this true statement, two numbers that do equal each other, then this is an example of a problem or an equation that is true for all numbers. So this one was true for all numbers. A lot of folks, when the variable disappeared like that, they thought it meant that it had no solution. No, but that's different. This is true for all numbers. Now, how do you know if it is a no solution problem? Well, if you would have had something like this, but instead of, two negative 3's or something like that, if you would have had a different number, instead of negative 3, and you would have had like a negative 4 over here, when you got to this last step, instead of negative 3 equals negative 3, you would have had negative 3 equals negative 4. If the variables disappear and you have two numbers that are not true, so if they are not true like this, then that would be an example of a no solution problem. All right, now this is a lot of writing on top of each other here. Hopefully that's not been confusing, but I've tried to point this out because this is probably one of the questions that might stump people and keep them from getting maybe 100% on the quiz. So good luck, and we'll see how you do on it. Thank you.